Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the month of October for the sign of Leo. So it's getting a little distracted there because I was seeing sort of a goal, like on a field. So I'll come back to that. But the few things I want to just announce before we get started. First of all, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and don't forget to click the notification bell for all notifications so that you're aware of everything that's happening on my channel. Other readings that I offer on my channel are the weekly angel card and tarot readings. And you can find that on this channel, as well as my daily card messages, Monday through Friday. I post them here on YouTube on the community board and on my Facebook page. And you can find the link below to my Facebook page. Also, I've been offering, since the pandemic, and have continued for the month of October, my special offer reading. I'm offering my $77 half-hour reading for 1 full hour, okay? And so what you would do is go to my website, theangelschool.com, on the services page, and click on the half-hour reading. There's no other special button for this. Within 24 hours on the first business day, I will send you a confirmation email noting the special offer for 1 full hour. And what will come with that are the instructions to set up the reading as well, appointment, okay? So let's take a look now and really connect in. So definitely getting right away, Leo, that you have a lot of goals this month and that you're really aiming. I feel like you've set an agenda of some goals for yourself that you would like to accomplish, and your eye is on the mark. I'm seeing the angel number 26, and it says, positive affirmations help your situation improve quickly. The angels urge you to only think and speak about your desires and not to affirm your fears, as they are just an illusion. Okay? So they're really just trying to get you to not worry and ask you to focus on your goals in a positive way. There may be a need for you to sort of refresh your approach, or take a different approach toward your attempts to achieve your goal. Think creatively. I think when you think creatively, this is a way of affirming something in a positive manner. This seeking of this creative, positive way to resolve something is really like creating those positive affirmations, because your thought process, your brainstorming process, the way that you're inspired, all of this just generates this positive outcome and positive signals from you, which are just so important at this time. So it's better to be doing these things. I just saw the word passive, and I don't think anybody would feel that these are passive ways to handle things, but your worrying is passive, because a lot of times the things that you are worried about, you have no evidence for. I mean, you are assuming that based on the way things are going, that this might happen, but it still hasn't happened yet. And that's why worry is such a waste of energy, and I feel it's more passive and it's harmful. So it's better to reapply yourself with, positive ideas, and to really tune into that creativity that you have in abundance. Okay? So, you have the ability to always bounce back because you have this unlimited imagination. All right. So let's take a look at the cards. Now, one of the things I'm seeing as well is that, okay, so when I see a tree, the thinness of the trunk of the tree is sort of a diagnostics for the soul. I'm seeing a very thin trunk of a tree. The branches are wide. It's like a beautiful pine tree, or almost has a sort of a willow effect to it as well, which just tells me there's just so much. It just drops into your lap, the ideas. So you never are at a loss for ideas, but when you feel that you are, it's because you're cutting yourself off. And that very thin trunk is telling me that you're not allowing, there's something you're focused on. It could be that you've allowed your fiery nature to take over. Maybe you've lost your temper, or you're not being inspiring, and maybe you're being too aggressive, or you're being too critical of yourself, and that is just shrinking your ego, your healthy ego, so to speak. And so release those judgments. They're showing me sort of like a hands off. Maybe you need to just kind of step back and release your grip, your control. Okay? And they just wrote mentor. If you have a mentor that really always gets you back on track, helps you to focus, seek out that mentor to kind of help you get that creative alignment back in focus. I'm sort of seeing, I feel like it's the moon between two trees. It kind of gives me this whole high priestess feeling. I'm just seeing the moon and two trees, like the two pillars, one light, one dark, because of the shadows. And I feel like you really need some reflection time. You need some healing time. This is also probably a restorative time for you. And maybe that's why you're experiencing this. So, it doesn't have to be that, you don't always have to be on, Leo. This might be your month to be off, meaning turn the lamp off, and like that versus the sun, and turn on that inner light of the lunar cycle, and really connecting with your spirit. Be refreshed by your soul. Do something that refreshes your soul, and not just to be, always in the spotlight all the time. You may need that balance. Here we go, balance, the solutions. But this is also the Temperance card, so it speaks about balance. Your archangel for the month is Archangel Zachiel. And, as I was just saying, that balance thing. So let's look at the Temperance card on that level first. And, you really need your things are out of balance. And so this is affecting your manifestation ability. It's about that pouring the right amount, idea. And this card is titled Solutions. So it gives me a sense that you're going to get in touch with those solutions, but you may not be, I feel like you're hard to back down, and you may need to be in that position where you're at right now in order for you to see another side. Because, and again, your ego might be pumping you up a little bit more, making you think you're the king you can conquer everything. And there are times you can't conquer everything. You're going to have your areas where you're not just as accomplished as someone else. Although you have the ability to be accomplished at a lot of things, but you have to accept where you're not. And that's maybe where you need help. Maybe that's where you're going to need to compromise in your idea of yourself and turn that over. That's what that let things go, release your hands, release that control, and let somebody else help you in that regard. That might be what's going on here. Okay. You want to get it done. So this is the healer of abundance, which is the Queen of Pentacles. And so, again, this is Pentacles, and there's that practicality here, okay? And sort of fostering or nurturing, getting that support through being more practical, looking at what you can do and what you can't do, and not putting more on yourself than is necessary, right? The Queen of Pentacles has a great ability. I always think of her as like she's loves decorating, design, etc. And it kind of taps into that energy of creativity. I see the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles as being more, they could relate. If those two had to sit in a room, they would get along, because they both like to do things. They like to create. They inspire people. It's just their angles are a little bit different. Whereas maybe the Queen of Wands might think she could do anything, and she might be a little bit more. Okay, sorry, but the video just stopped, which is weird. And so I'll just try to continue. I had gone on a little bit further. But what I was just saying is that the Queen of Wands will tend to take more risk. She will basically feel like that, when she sees something, she wants to go for it. And maybe she's, wherein the Queen of Pentacles may be a little bit more practical, may not take those risks, may take a different approach or a slower approach to get what she wants. So they're both kind of creative and maybe ambitious in a way, but they both will go. I think if there was a difference between the two of them sitting in a room and you're listening to the conversation between the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles would be like, okay, well, I think we should, do this because we want to make sure we don't spend too much at any given time. Make sure we got, all of our books are balanced, so we can get to the goal. And the Queen of Wands will just sort of be like, all right, I know a person who can do this. I know this person that can do this for me, and da-da-da-da. And, she may say, well, I can get that after this happens kind of thing, where that's more risk-taking. And so that might be, and let me turn the cards back over because I thought I was going to have to just start all over again. Whereas, and that might be what you need to do, Leo. You may need to just, maybe you're blocking yourself. Maybe you need to step back. Maybe you need to, the approach that you're taking is maybe rushing yourself a bit much, and maybe you like, again, it's kind of exhausting when you're always on like this. And maybe just in this instance, take a more practical approach about how you move forward, and know that you have time. Know that you have time. Know that you don't have to get it all done in any one moment. And also, sometimes you find yourself going, ooh, you got more, ideas and more things that are coming. But the idea that you're experiencing a little bit less creativity, or that you're feeling a little blocked, according to that vision I saw earlier with the tree, might be because you need to slow down. It doesn't mean that you've lost your touch, but that you need to slow down, get more relaxation in, nurture yourself more, plan more, plan more time, so that your time balances between your creative work and some practical things, and just getting them the right amount of rest and relaxation you need. Do something that will refresh or rejuvenate your energy and your resources. So it's very important that you think about coming at this situation from a different angle. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings and have a beautiful month. God bless you.